Hi, I'm Kim Borcherding. Welcome to my YouTube channel where I talk about all things real estate related. I love to use my experience in helping guide people through investing in real estate, purchasing homes, and helping with relocation. Today we're going to be talking about how to successfully buy and sell at the same time and thread that needle as smoothly as possible. Now, I have helped hundreds of people buy and sell at the same time, so I have a lot of experience in this area, and you can learn some really important lessons. So I have a lot of experience in this area that I'd love to share with you. So let's talk about buying and selling. So you have a current home that you own and you want to purchase a new home. How do you do that and have it go smoothly? Well, there's generally two main ways to do it. So either you buy first your new home and then you sell the home you're in after you purchase the new home. So let's talk about how that would work. So a couple things. Now the benefits of that is then you're in your own home and you can wait and search for your new replacement home, and you might have the luxury of time. You feel stable in your current home. You can then wait for the perfect property to show up, and then when it does, you pounce on it and you get it under contract, and then you get it closed and you have that done before you have to start worrying about packing up your house, moving out, moving into the new house. So one thing about that, if you're financing the home, you will have to be able to qualify for both homes, and not everyone can do that. So that's a really important conversation to have with your mortgage professional is, can you simply qualify for the new home while you own your existing home? And a really good mortgage professional will help guide you in that process. Now, a very common thing is that people have the down payment for their new home is wrapped up in their first home. So to get that down payment, they would need to sell it. But there's some other methods to acquire some money in pulling it out of that house to purchase the new house. And again, a good mortgage professional will advise you. I have some clients also taking, borrowing money from family or pulling money out of their 401k temporarily. There's some kind of temporary ways that people get money to simply have the down payment and closing costs for their new home. Now, I generally tell people, if you can buy before you sell, that's the least disruptive for you. And the benefit, again, is you really can take your time in finding the right replacement property. Now, if you don't have the opportunity to buy before you sell and you have to sell first, that can be done. But you really need to make sure you have a really good plan. So the first thing I really advise is simply getting clear on what the replacement property is, the area, the type of house, and really understanding how often that house comes up. For example, if you're looking to move to a new area and you see a house you like every week, great. Then it's probably pretty easy that we can, sell, then buy and find that replacement property pretty easily. But if the replacement property you're looking for doesn't come up that often, or they have often multiple offers, or they're really competitive for that type of home, it might be really difficult to ensure that that goes smoothly. Now, there's some other things we can navigate through, for example, like rent backs or perhaps moving in short-term rental. But I really simply advise is knowing where you're moving to, how easy it is to find a house, and will you be able to do that simply? Now, again, if you're moving to an area and you're like, oh, I see houses I love all the time, great. Then sell your house and then buy later. Okay. The other strategies you can then implement to support buying and selling at the same time is rent back. So what that simply means is negotiating time in a home for the current owner. So for example, if you are selling your house, typically it's about 30 days to close from when you're under contract, and then potentially you can negotiate a rent back so you can remain in the home up to generally about 59 days in that home. But I'd say typically 30 days is what most buyers want to extend to a current seller. So in addition to a rent back, I always recommend having my clients consider a short-term rental or maybe moving in family. And I get it's not convenient to move out and move into a short-term rental, but I also have many clients who've done it very easily and smoothly. So what that means is you pack up your home, I advise using pods. So you put everything in a pod, it gets stored at the pod storage facility. You then move into a furnished short-term rental for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever that is, until your new home is ready. And then when your new home is ready to move in, you have the pods delivered, you unload, and you set up your new house. So a tip I often give my clients, if they're going to move to an Airbnb, I always suggest that they consider something fun. You know, could they move to a houseboat on the water? Can they get a condo in the Pearl District, or do something totally different that you would never do? Again, it's only for a short period of time, and finding something that's furnished and that feels a little fun, that would feel like a vacation, because you've probably been working really hard to get your house ready for sale. You're going to work really hard unpacking your new house and getting settled in. So take those 2 weeks and make it a vacation. And also, I've also have some clients who actually plan a vacation during that time. Maybe they'll go travel for a few weeks, or go camping, or go visit family somewhere else. So use that time as a benefit and a vacation between your two transitions. So that's some of my best advice when buying and selling at the same time. If you have any questions about your specific scenario, feel free to reach out to me. You can book a free consultation with me, and I'm happy to talk through your situation and offer you my best strategies. And I always love being a resource. And be sure to subscribe to my channel to be notified of future episodes.